Won't you come and talk with me? Make sure you bring your tea. We can talk about movies. Hi, and welcome to the fifth edition of Tea Breaks with Dagg. And I'm glad to announce I have one of my very, very good friends. He was my first or second year football team captain, my old university friend. And unfortunately, he lives, 10 minutes away from me still. So he has to see my face all the time.
You
Brydn.
couldn't stay away.
How you doing,
stay
mate?
away. I'm good. Are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
With tea breaks with Dagg. So let's ask, what do you have drink-wise on your tea break?
I have a tea.
You have just tea.
I'm one of those people that puts the milk in first and offends everyone.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Any particular kind of tea? There's been a lot of Yorkshire tea going on. I think everyone knows that.
Tetley. I think there is a box of Yorkshire that's up next though. I've been going through quite a lot in this lockdown.
I have stole a housemate's mug, I believe, which says "Be happy with an elongated sausage dog, bright yellow." No idea.
Mine says, "Friends are like flowers; they brighten your day." So how perfectly suiting is that?
So exactly perfect. But would you have any sides with your tea on this?
Yeah. So Chloe's mum and Chloe went to the shops for me. They got me some
Fox's
party rings.
Actually, they bring back so many memories as a kid.
I have something extra as well. You may have seen my Facebook post bragging that I have these now.
Yes. Some salted caramel. Lindor chocolates, sir. Yes.
They're the bomb.
Well, I'm glad you've been running one of all this.
They're the bomb. Yeah, I don't think I'm running enough yet, mate.
I have 4 chocolate bourbon biscuits in a nice little divide kind of symbol.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had a different biscuit each time, and I was thinking when I run out of biscuits I like, I might ask the viewers to pick my biscuit for the next one, which is
nice.
Could be terrible. So let's get on with the actual break questions. Question 1: what is your favourite film, Brydn, and why?
It's actually a little bit girly. It's Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
I love that. Yeah, I love that film because the action scenes in it are ridiculous. There's like a super long one where the Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor.
And then the 3 love triangle, yeah.
Nah, that's good. Yeah, when the Japs bomb America, there's a part in it where the Americans get them back, just get a few, but the feeling from it's great.
Yeah. It has some really, really great little action set pieces in it. Is it Cuban Good Jr.? Is that his? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Cuban Gun Jr. He's on like the big gun, isn't he? When he has to
yeah. That's epic. That scene, yeah. Wasn't he like the first black man to potentially be allowed to be on the weapons because they had to be cooks, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, which I think is what they're like referencing towards. But actually,
epic.
In school, year 9 for us, we got to do things like random days. There were like football school days or kayaking or whatever, and I just chose the boring let's go bowling in cinema. And what I didn't think was none of my friends chose the same as me. So I went on this bus with like maybe 60 other students and people I don't hang out with like at all through my school. It was brutal. And the teacher's like running through the cinema list of what films you can go and watch, and Pearl Harbor was one. And the girl next to me, she was like, "Oh, you just come chill with us. Dagg watch Pearl Harbor." I was like, "Okay, thanks. I'll watch that one." Oh, what a mistake! What a mistake! I was sat in a row with like 4 girls. I think one of them was called Rachel. I want to say it was. Anyway, doesn't matter. She was crying at the, towards the end. And lots of people in the cinema crying. I was like, oh, okay. But no, Pearl Harbor, it's a good choice.
Did you cry at the end?
Me? No. Unfortunately, for me to cry, I need to be able to connect to something, and I didn't connect to two sexy hot guys fighting over. Was it Kate?
There's references to my granddad was in the war, so that's partly why I love war films.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
And the sexy men.
One. Let's move on to question 2. If you could feature in any film, what would it be? Would it be?
So I've gone slightly different. So I would like to feature in Blue Planet. I'd love to be one of the videographers that they document at the end, knowing that I've been part of a massive educational
as in like the TV show Blue Planet?
Yeah, I mean, but they make hour-long episodes, so it counts as a movie.
A documentary, yes, we'll say.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I want to change it up. Yeah. I think it would be awesome to be part of it. Yeah.
Well, do you think they would get to hang out with David Attenborough? Do you think he just sits in the studio later on and watches it?
Nah, I mean, there's very specific scenes where they bring him along. But the rest of it, I imagine he sits in the studio and does a voiceover.
What would you like to film then if you were in behind the scenes of this
question? Something potentially to do with maybe the oceans, like the reefs, the coral reefs and stuff.
Coral reef.
We're hoping to go to Bali in September, so that'll be one of the things I want to do. I want to do a scuba course when I'm there.
Yeah, all right. That sounds cool. Cool. Who knows? You could film it and be a part of, you never know. You want love. It's a good little left field twist on the question. Thank you very much, sir. We'll go on to question 3, which is what film is underrated and you think everyone should check out?
I've gone for Remember the Titans. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh, hold on. Denzel Washington and American football.
Yeah. So,
yes.
This film isn't very well known, but it's pretty similar to the style of Coach Carter.
Oh, yeah. I also love Coach Carter. Yeah.
And it's about when black people were first integrated into white schools.
Yeah,
and how this black American coach comes in and changes the ways, basically, and gets a lot of stick for it, but he comes out, obviously it's Denzel Washington, and he comes out on top, but it's fantastic. Yeah, really good. Really good.
It's got Donald, which is Turk from Scrubs, in it.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I should know his name. He's from Mallrats, but the brother from My Name Is Earl, the big lad.
Yeah. And the white coach is also in Armageddon. He's one of
yes, he is. And the very his daughter is Hayden Plantier, which is
no idea.
Claire from Heroes.
No, I haven't seen that either.
No, okay. Dane Pitchcliff.
I'll research after.
Yeah. I only know because I had a crush on her when I was a teen, which was Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. No, it's over your head. Over your head. No, that is a quality film. It's a great pick. It's very. I also 2 thumbs up, rubber stamp Brydn's pick to watch the most underrated film. What was the best part for you? Do you think?
The best part of the film. I think it's one of the matches they play. No. The best part is when they've been battling for ages in this. Like all the kids stay in the white groups, some stay in the black groups, and then a couple don't care, so they just start singing along, blah blah blah. But there's a scene in it where the 2 captains of either side do this kind of head bashing into each other and get the team riled up. And it's the first time that they have stopped fighting each other and finally get along, and that's when they start.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's based on a true story, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
The guy who got injured in it actually got injured in real life.
He won a Paralympic medal. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I highly recommend that film. I absolutely love it. That made me smile with that answer, sir. Thank you very much. Question 4. What is the best scene in film and why?
You're going to appreciate this one. I think the end battle scene in Avengers. The most recent Endgame.
Endgame? Yeah. So Dino also answered the same. Yes. The same.
I could have watched it for another hour, honestly. It didn't feel long enough. It was so good.
It was.
There's so many characters they didn't really give much time for in it as well that they could have. It was so good. Didn't we watch it together?
We did. New Year.
Cinema, yeah.
Oh, no, wait. In the cinema?
We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I know. I watched it 3 times when it came out in the cinema because I was that much of a nerd. Uh,
I didn't. I've watched it since at home. It's so good. But yeah.
yeah, it's for me the best scene I've ever witnessed in film. For me, but that's just a personal thing. I'm not saying
Mhm.
it is commercially the best. I'm not saying it's the most
I was
poignant.
just so hooked.
Yeah, you take films like Shawshank, which people love scenes and that because they're so emotional. This is that for me, if that makes sense. Like the
Mm-hmm.
whole build up, and yeah, when you finally hear Avengers Assemble, and it just everything from On Your Left, which was like the perfect callback stuff. I used to walk past people in London and be like, On Your Left, and they'd probably think I'm just some random muttering past them. And yeah,
So good. So good.
yeah. So you're gonna save me one for after lockdown now, huh?
We can buy another pack. I mean,
I totally agree with you when you said they could have given more screen time to other characters. I'd have liked to see a bit more Guardians fighting in there. If I was allowed to write it, I would have given the Professor Hulk a real Hulk moment. Like just turn into
yeah, I wasn't particularly a fan of like mixed Hulk, where he's
I wasn't, to be fair.
yeah. I actually just got a shiver thinking of that last scene when they first start arriving, and it's just like yeah,
There's
so good.
all the portals come in. It's a beautiful scene. I think the reason I loved it the most was I talk about this with various people. When you buy comics, especially a big event comic, normally the double page spread in the middle of the comic because the artists don't need to think about the composition of the book, because when you open a book, you got one page here, one page there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the centerfold one is usually the big panorama, that's a nice like actual A4 piece of paper that can just do whatever on. And that moment where they're all like running and you see Ant-Man, Giant Man in the background, and just all these characters. Oh, that's just centerfold piece there, ready for action to kick off. Gives me the shudders. It's so good. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. What movie moment made you fall in love, sir? Sorry, what movie moment made you fall in love with film?
With film in general, I read it that with a film made me fall in love with a film.
So I meant it as in general, but Dino did the exact same as you. He said what movie moment, and Dan did the same. So you can pick a film that a movie moment made you fall in love with that film.
You know what? I'm gonna go with what I thought, because I always, when I was a kid, like loved James Bond. So there was a moment when Pierce Brosnan fell out of the sky and lands on the O2. He starts barreling down it, and it's like pretty heroic. I absolutely love Bond. I used to have like top trump cards when I was a kid.
Yeah, I love Bond, and I love Pierce Brosnan is my James Bond. I don't know which film I can't remember which film you're talking about.
I think it is
Die Another Day.
Might be Die Another Day. I think Tomorrow Never Dies. I think it's Tomorrow Never Dies.
I only know Goldeneye because obviously the game that we all played as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
I used to watch. Me and my mum used to have like this religious thing. Like every Sunday on Channel 5, they used to play Bond films. So we used to just sit and watch them like every Sunday.
Yeah,
it was like I love it. It's good.
James Bond. Do you think you could be James Bond? You think you
absolutely not? No chance I can do any of that action stuff or any of it. No chance. Absolutely not. I'm bad enough at Call of Duty, let alone real life shooting.
How did you feel? How did you feel about the Daniel Craig films?
Didn't really engross them as much. Yeah. You know, I'd love to see like someone like Idris Elba be Bond. You know, because he's actually not really cool. I don't really, and Daniel Craig fits the bill, but yeah, I'd like it. I like a bit of a change up.
For me, Idris Elba is far too old. I'm really sorry. If he was in his late 30s, I would be like, he's number one pick, surely. But you get 2-3 films out of him and he'll be mid-50s. Mm-hmm. And then you're thinking, well, we have to replace him again, unfortunately.
I think Daniel Craig was like the perfect English gentleman Bond, but I don't know, he didn't fit the bill for that Pierce Brosnan did for me. Pierce Brosnan had the voice, he had everything.
But I like, don't get me wrong, people love the grittier James Bond films, the more Jason Bourne-esque style. And I said this every time I've watched a recent James Bond film since, like, what, 2006, give or take. Daniel Craig too. Over. I like the cheesiness. I watch James Bond for it to be cheesy, so I
Smooth,
necessarily enjoyed Daniel Craig's James Bonds. We'll move on to what was the best song in the film, sir?
So I've stuck with the trend. It's the end song in Coach Carter with Hope by Faith Evans.
Okay.
The song fit. I don't know if it was written for the film, but it's absolutely like perfect, and it does send emotion based on the guy's story, having a hard time and stuff. And then Coach Carter has battles with him all the way through, and then at the end he lets him in, and walls are broken, and it just fits. It's really good.
I don't know the song necessarily, and as much as I sing it. I need you to give it a rendition, sir. Everyone's been doing that on these videos. Everyone's been singing.
I wonder if I can play it right now and if it will come up on Spotify. I wonder if you can hear it. If I take my headphones out, hold up. Let's have a go. So, can you hear that?
Very, 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 very quietly. It's more Caribbean than I was expecting.
Remember that?
Oh, not it doesn't immediately jump out at me.
Well, it's a good song.
Yeah. What part of Coach Carter does it play in? I remember.
The end.
Right,
it closes it.
Right, okay. That's cool, because I remember I watched Coach Carter many a times. It's like a 3-hour film, I think, I believe.
It's when the credits roll up.
Right, okay. Is there any particular reason you chose this? Does it stand out more than any other?
Like I say, it's this one that captures my emotions at the end. I don't necessarily cry, but you're just like, that's pretty cool. Not that it's wrong to cry. That's fine.
And we'll move on to the last question of tea breaks with Dagg, because our tea break is definitely up. We've been skiving a lot. What is a movie that everyone likes but you dislike?
You might hate me for this, but Anchorman.
Oh no, I am one. I'm a very, very minority. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Anchorman. Maybe the second or third time I'm watching it, only because my friends reference it a bit, and it's like, oh. Yeah,
that's exactly it. Yeah.
I get that now, but when
I think watching it the first time, I was just like, I actually do like Will Ferrell and Wahlberg and all these other people. Like, I love their films, and I think they're funny. Like Step Brothers is brilliant, but this one I just didn't catch on. I never watched it when it first came out, so I was a bit late on the scene to watch it. So I just never really caught on with it.
It's fun. People say it's funny. I enjoyed the fight scene between all the news anchors. Like, that's a good scene. That made me chuckle. But other than that, there was just, it seemed nonsensical for nonsensical reasons, and it's only till my friends started referencing it in their everyday, day-to-day life that I kind of went on board with it. But I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I feel like it's a little bit overrated. No, I don't want to say overrated. Everyone enjoys it.
It's an acquired taste, isn't it, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, no, thank you very much for answering our questions.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us on our tea break. I would just like to say, since I have moved here in London, we have been to the cinema fair often, quite a bit. We've seen a fair few films. I think, 2019, last year, we did at least 4 Disney films together.
Did you come to Toy Story with us?
Toy Story 4, yeah.
I think I'd been to work drinks, hadn't I?
I was the one that came out with Toy Story 4 going, I didn't enjoy that. I thought it was rubbish.
I loved it.
Yeah. we disagreed on many things. They made Buzz really dumb for no apparent reason. I want to see all the OG characters a bit more in it, even though I appreciated blah blah. Anyhow, I just
Nothing beats Bugs Life still, though, does it? Come on, Dagg.
no.
I knew you'd be like that.
Don't make me angry. You want to not like to see me when I'm angry. Bugs Life isn't even the best Ants film that came out that year.
So good.
That's Ants with a Z, right?
Nah.
Yeah, better than Bugs Life.
That was scary, Ants, as a kid.
A beautiful butterfly. It's the only thing I like about a Bugs Life. If we're going to talk Disney really quickly, it's The Lion King hangs down to take and start. And you know.
I actually enjoyed the new one as well. I know.
Words. What did you enjoy about the new Lion King, sir? We've got a question just for you.
They didn't change a crazy amount, so I guess it was kind of enjoyable. I do prefer the old one, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the new one was all right. The music was still pretty good. My
favourite character, Rafiki, gets most of his lines stripped from the new one.
I didn't like that.
It irks me out. I was really excited just to see like this real life mandrill. I think he's a mandrill. I think that's how you say it. He's not a baboon. He's a mandrill. And he just wasn't in the film, and it really, don't get me wrong, they looked fantastic. The animals stunning. Apart from, I didn't want to see that though. Like when you look at Scar, there's nothing intimidating about him. When you watch him, you automatically, just from color scheme and his actual scar, his face, and the way he's voiced by Jeremy Irons, it was just, intimidating. It was great. But I'm glad you enjoyed the new one.
Yeah, but the old ones are better, hands down, anyway. So
yeah, very much so. Well, thank you very much for joining me on #TBWD. Let's get that.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, I very much love having you. Keep safe during lockdown, and say hi to Chloe for me.
Will do.
Everyone out there, I hope you all keep safe and keep well, and remember to drink your brews. Cheers. Yes. Hi, I'm really sorry. We forgot to put Brydn down on the. Well, what did I call this? I called this the break bar. Yeah, as in like a chocolate bar, but the break bar. And this is everyone's ratings. So Brydn, I've got you written down here. Wrong way around. Hopefully. And what did you? You had a tea with party ring
and a hazelnut. Caramel.
Do we count them? I'll put.
Yeah, why not?
I'll put lint choc because I've run out of space. So where do you believe you come on?
What's the other options?
At the top we have Jordan with Yorkshire tea and chocolate digestives. Then we have Murphy with Yorkshire tea fig rolls, right? Then we have Dino with coffee and a Twix, and Dan with Earl Grey and a custard cream.
I think party rings are higher up, but I don't know about the top.
You don't think?
I wasn't going to go for chocolate hobnobs, but it wasn't me who went to the shop, so.
Oh, my first video, because they are the best. Do you believe you're above fig rolls?
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah. But you believe you're below Jordan. Come on, we'll stick you in here.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Stick you in second.
Sorry, Murphy.
Having spoken to Dan, he was really upset he's bottom. Dino could get moved around. Dino, unfortunately, it looks like he's really low, but he was like the middle bit to try and gauge.
It reminds me of the Top Gear, reasonably priced car.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did not get my idea from.
Is that exactly where you got it?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a brand new original idea. How dare you? Right. Thank you again, and we'll see you.
Welcome, mate.
Bye.